Hola, Ila. See, look, it even translates hola to hello and puts a little thing next to it. All figured out. Translate to English. I already know. Whatever. Timestamps, reactions, community moderation. What else am I supposed to be doing? Poll. That's what it is. Bounty. Oh boy. All right, that's updated, that's updated, that's updated. Let's share the screen. But I'm going to look at Facebook just to see. Welcome in, everyone. There's just one break open, the double mini box. Pick one player, get 4 players at random. Just 3 spots left. I'll go through the names that are still left there in a second. Fitzpatrick, Matt Ryan, and Larry Fitzgerald had a baby. Ryan Fitzpatrick and Larry Fitzgerald. You talking about Fitzmagic? I know what you mean. If you guys are unsure, Fitzpatrick, yeah, I know what you meant. If you're unsure, Google's your friend. You want to make sure you get a guess that actually qualifies. I'm not looking at the list, and I'm not going to give any hints. So, Say Warren Moon for bag. Too Obvious going. Joe Namath. Both great names. Fold. I don't think we had any trades. You never did? Okay. What I would have said he didn't, but it wouldn't shock me if he'd led the league. Some of those guys that are that were always behind threw a little bit more, but I don't think he ever had a potent offense to get those yards. What are the new combo spots? They've actually been the same for the last 3 series or so. It's Arizona and the Jets and Carolina, Tennessee. We'll probably, it wouldn't have shocked me, Jason. We'll probably change them up again here, maybe next series or series after that. But we kind of shuffle through them and leave them open for 3 or 4 series, sometimes more. But we could probably change them next series. I just didn't do it for this one. But they've been like this for the last few. Okay, I don't see any. Could have sworn maybe this is just not updated. I could have sworn there was a few trade offers, but they're not showing up on my screen. Hold on. We'll get rolling in just a minute here. All we got to do is close minis and then run the randoms there. I'll read all those off. I'm not going to read baseball since that was posted hours ago. Let's see. Yeah, if someone guesses someone who you think it is, don't go different just to be different. If it's the right one, multiple people can win. That's an obvious statement, but just that's what I do sometimes is I want to be different. Okay, I don't see any trades. I'm sure there were some trade offers in the full size. If you guys want to look at something up above, right, Vlad? Jags up for trade or sell in Big Al's 4-boxer. So if anyone wants to buy the Jaguars, they're 43. If you want to trade for them, let them know what team you want to trade for or trade to him for them. Okay, only thing that's open is the Big Al's, not Big Al's, Gold Rush Mini 2-boxer. It's a pick one random for $17 per claim. That'll get you 5 names. Let's look at who's left. I'm going to take these up a little bit. I think we have the perfect amount for randoms. Should be, 76. That's right, I believe. I'm going to read off names. Again, it's $17 claims. You'll get the player you claim plus 4 randoms. Once we run those, we'll open 2 boxes, so you have 2 chances. 3 claims here will close us, so I'm going to start reading through these. In the minis, Tom Brady's locked, so you can't claim him. If we hit him, it'll be random to all names. I'll trade Houston for Jags if interested. Larry says he'll trade Jags for Houston, or Houston for Jags if you want to do that. Farmer Rogers. You never know. Could it be easy? Could it be hard? You guys seem to think you got me pinned where you know what I'm doing. So just guess it. Maybe it's a hard one today. Maybe it's the easiest can be. Exactly. That's one thing we know. I don't think they've had a 4,000-yard passer, right? Okay, players are left. I'll pass on Texans. I have a couple already. No problem. Aaron Donald. These are mini claims again. Sorry, I went too long. Pick one random 4. Claim 1 name, $17. You get 4 more names. We're opening 2 boxes. Aaron Donald, AJ Green, Alshon Jeffrey, Andre Reed, Andrew Makuba, Antonio Gates, Ashton Genty, Bob Greasy, Brett Favre, Brian Urlacher, Chad Johnson. See, I have to look through these little. Okay. Anyways, it's putting it in a different language until I hover over it. Chad Johnson, Chris Olave, DeAndre Swift, Darius Slay, Darren Sproles, Dave Robinson, Deion Sanders, DeMarcus Ware, Derrick Henry, Deshaun Jackson, Devin Hester. I will hang out until we get this one closed. We'll run randoms, and then we'll start with baseball, hockey, and then football. Devin Hester, Devonta Smith, Des Bryant, Donnie Shell, Drake London, Drew Pearson, Earl Campbell, Eddie George, Edrin James, Emmitt Smith, Eric Allen, Fred Warner, Harold Fannin Jr., Hines Ward, Jason Witten. There goes one with. Is Bob Gracie a guess or a claim? I think you already claimed above. You did, so that's your claim. Got you on Greasy. Or as my old neighbor said, Bobby Geis. We opened that years ago and he saw the name written down and he said, Bobby Geis. And I'm like, it's Bob Greasy. But that just barely came to me. That's funny. Jason Witten, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. 2 spots to close us. Jaden Daniels, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Noel, Javon Kirsch, Jim Kelly, J.J. McCarthy, John Gruden, Jonathan Ogden, Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Addison, Jordan Love, Josh Allen, Justin Fields, Kurt Warner, Kyle Monungai, Kyle Pitts, Lawrence Taylor, LaShawn McCoy, Marcus Allen, Marshall Falk, Mel Renfro, Michael Penix Jr., Michael Vick, Mike Ristel, I don't know how you say his name, Mike Singletary, Nick Bosa, OBJ, Randy White, Ricky Williams, Terrell Suggs, Terry Bradshaw, Terry McLaurin, Thurman Thomas, Tony Dorsett, Travis Hunter, Travion Henderson, Tua, Tagovailoa, Ty Law, Warren Moon, William Perry, Xavier Legette, and Zay Flowers. Okay, I took out Bob Greasy. We are 2 away, so we'll hang out here for a second while we get those last 2 claimed. $17 per. You pick a player, you get 4 at random. Bobby Geis. Closed in baseball, closed in East Coast, closed in Laraki, closed in Big Al's. We either do a 2-box or a 3-box for our first live for Big Al's and see what kind of crowd we have hanging out tonight. Radkey we'll do after that, and then some licensed jerseys. And then tomorrow we'll do our weekend stream. That's where we're at. Daryl, what's up, man? Did I see that right, Daryl? Did you win the Richter last night? Not from Waffleboard, not from East Coast, but I was out at the park and flag football and no service. I watched it later. I just fast forward really quick. Was that you, Daryl? I think it was. Yeah, Richter. Nice. Okay, 2 claims left to close us in the mini helmets. And then we'll rock and roll. Here's a bunch of names there. If you can see them, I'll scroll down in a second. We'll run randoms. I'll read those off when we get to it. But we'll do baseball here first. If anyone had baseball up for trade or sell, you can offer them again here. I know there was a few. Not much chatter on the page for trades or sells today, besides in the hockey break. We had a bunch of trades and sells. So that's where we're at. I'll give it 2 more minutes. If not, we'll just start with baseball and we'll come back and we'll fill these last 2. Should be a semi-quicker stream again, like Monday, instead of having you sit around on me for a couple hours. More than a couple hours. That's partially from having it filled before we start, though, too, which is great. Okay, let's do this. Let's put this, we'll put that one on ice for a second. 2 more mini claims will close us, I believe, 17, 19 claims, and then we'll run randoms there. But again, that's football, so we'll do that third. Let's do our baseball first, then East Coast. You know what I just realized is I did not pick a jersey for the giveaway, so what I'll do is that just makes it better for you. I said on East Coast, if we don't hit a pictured jersey, which we know there's only 8 left, Daryl has 1 in his series. He opened 1 already. One of the 8, I will give a freebie away. So what we'll do is we'll just run names, as in all these names after, and whoever wins it, I'll give that person 2 or 3, 4 options from a few jerseys they can pick from, instead of just having 1 designated. I forgot to grab 1 today and have it be our giveaway. So whoever wins, we'll get to pick between a few different giveaway jerseys, if that makes sense. Okay, let's do our baseball first. I'm not going to read off all the claimed, all the randoms. I'm going to read off the claims since these were posted a while ago. In the baseball, we're down to half our case left. 1, 4, 5, 6. Claims were Bill with Mantle, Christy with DiMaggio, Craig with Griffey Jr. and Chipper. Chris, you had Ted Williams. Seaver, Michael, you had Aaron. Nick, you had Vlad Jr., Tim, Trout, Brad, Cabrera, and Ryan. Jim, Matsui, and Ichiro. Dave, you had De La Cruz, Charlie, Montgomery. And Jay closes with Sandberg, Horner, Sosa, and Imanaga. Bunch of randoms assigned after that as well. If you're just jumping in, joining, there's 2 guesses tonight. Goldbag is a quarterback that led the league in passing yards for at least 1 year, is what I always say. It could be 1, could be 9. I don't know what the record is. If you get that right, you get whatever I typed above, 10, 12, 13. I did 12. You get 12 credit to use tonight. The other one is the bounty, like we've been doing every night. Divisions. If your division that you pick collectively is the one that hits the most, we'll give away a free custom jersey tonight. Okay, let's roll with our baseball, and then we'll go hockey. We'll come back. We'll get the minis closed, and we'll move from there. Let me close this off, and also welcome in everyone. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Wednesday. We went from 94 yesterday. Somehow it heated up, and it was also 80s this morning. And then all of a sudden, a thunderstorm and was blowing around my long bed truck that I'm borrowing. It was kind of crazy weather for a while today. Still has a thunderstorm warning on my computer here. Here's my dice I'm looking for. Okay, 1, 4, 5, 6. We just keep going every which direction. Go down to the 30s and then back up to the 80s, then back to the 40s, then back to the 90s. That is a 7. I don't believe we have a 7. We don't. 1, 4, 5, 6. I was hoping my rolling from yesterday would continue. And it's not. It's back to being bad. 2 does not work. 3 does not work. So it's either first or like 15th roll. Why does it keep going back there? 3 does not work. Here's the 1. 3 again. Liking 3. I have a 50% chance too. There we go. 1. So it's backwards, but 1. Okay, let's get rolling. Thanks for joining tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Big Ben in the bag. There's Dustin. Here we go. Get the rolling. Yeah, it was more than 5 times. That was like 15 times. Not really, but baseball box 1. Give me a pictured headliner. Gosh dang it. Maybe we've already hit one. I forgot, but I want to see one of those big uns. Maybe a big one. We're going to go backwards because they put them in backwards. I don't want to see the label right to begin with. It's on the back here. Here we go. Good luck, all. Did I maybe just call that? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm a little confused. I can't. The 30 is throwing me off, but then again, I don't. Is that not who I think it is? World Series ball. Or is that someone else? Surely. What were you saying? It's Griff, Kyle Tucker. See, it's oh gosh. It looked a little too close to someone, but then the number kind of threw me off. It definitely looks like a K to start the name. World Series ball. This one is Beckett certified 2022 World Series ball, so not just a plain OML ball. You guys are saying Kyle Tucker, Kyle Tucker. Let's see. It is Kyle Tucker. I'm glad I didn't slow rip that one. I'm not going to lie. It looked a little bit like the other K name there for a second. But Kyle Tucker is the name. And I thought I called a nice big headliner. We pulled him several times. I should know better. All right, let's see who has Kyle Tucker. I know the name. Not as well as I know the other name. Thought it was Frank Thomas. I thought it was KGJ. The kid. Tucker, Jim. I know, Craig. I tried not to. At least I said it's a big one, and then I looked this way. It looked like it, but I'm not. That's what I get for not doing as much baseball. Maybe that's a good sign for coming up here soon. Get one Ken Griffey looking ball and then actually get the right one. Kyle Tucker going to the Matsui spot. Jim V. You had Hideki Matsui getting Kyle Tucker next to Pete Rose, Rod Carew. That's a good line. You had another good line too underneath that. Jim hitting Kyle Tucker. I mean, come on. It even looks like a J at the end, even though I know what his signature looks like, and that's not quite it. Had me thinking. especially after I was clamoring for a pictured headliner. Jim, nice hit. Kyle Tucker. I'm trying to think. My guess, let's see. I was going to say the Cubs, and he did play for the Cubs, but he doesn't know. He plays for the Dodgers. He was only for the Cubs for 1 year, so I don't know why I would even think of the $60 million a year man or whatever and paid him. He just left your Cubs and went to the Dodgers. Well, right fielder, played for the Astros, huh? So he won some championships or won. 4-time All-Star Gold Glove Award winner from this year, from 2022. That's cool. 2-time Silver Slugger Award as well. All RBI leader in 2023. That's a nice ball. Dodgers. Yep. Cool. Going to Jim. Jim, nice hit. Congrats. Okay, let's move on to another non-football break, which is East Coast. Again, I was going to pick out a jersey and have it be a giveaway if we don't hit one of the pictured jerseys. Let's take that as a – I didn't need to pick one out because we're going to get a pictured one anyways. If we don't, what I'll do is I'll run all these names. If you own the name after the 7th roll, so all these names, I should say. Was there 47? 47. See a cheater? You're part of that team. Whoever owns that name, if we don't pull a pictured headliner, I'll give you like 2, 3, 4 options to choose from for a freebie jersey. This is my way of saying I'm not a fan of a back-sided series, and hopefully it's back-sided and not no-sided. You know, there's a chance we only have 1 or 2 headliners, but I'd like to think that we've got 2 or 3 or maybe more hiding in these last 10 boxes. So all Astros, yeah, they were all part of it. Huh? Okay, and this one leaves me out. I'm a Phillies fan. Yeah, Jeff H. Wah, Hedman, Chabot, Roenick, Sorokin, and Scheifele. Jonathan R. Forsberg, Perfetti, Seguin, Esposito, Kempe, and Talbot. Daryl, you have Gauthier, Mercer, Vasilevsky on a trade, St. Louis, Schwartz on a trade, and you sold Dostal to Jason. Agree, never forget. Larry V, you've got Hull, Recchi, and Jenner. Brian Browen. Spelled your name wrong there, Brian. On the first one. Jarvis McMichael, you traded for Drury. Yossi, you traded for Hoglander. Sundin, Askarov, Merzlikins, Taves, Ojic, Frederick, and Duhaime. Jeff H. Belfour, Richter, Kane, Larkin, Tippett, and Heiskanen. Larry K., you have Wolf, traded for Vernon, and you've got Billy Smith. Dylan Hasek, Faber, and traded for Gensel. And then Nick F., you had the solos on this one, Brindamore and Matthew Tkachuk. Yeah, Daryl's got a couple more coming to him, so we'll see who else he pulls out. Buy on any unwanted hockey spots. If anyone's selling, I think everyone at Sin's holding on, but you never know. If someone wants to sell a spot, let them know. Here's our boxes. I deleted 56 and 30 out of memory. When I looked at the numbers, that was right. So we're down to 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty soon here, when we get down to maybe 4 or 6, we're going to have to make a decision on whether we want to buy more from the series. If there's a bunch of headliners looming, we're probably going to do it. Also, I think on Monday when we're down to 8, we'll go to a pick one random one style, maybe 20 to 22-ish claims at a cheaper price instead of we're down to 15 now at a higher range. So probably see. I don't even have random.org pulled up. Hold on. Random.org. Let's get our box numbers going here. Top 2 after 7 rolls. The 2 we're going to open. Give me a pictured headliner. Give me 2. 6 and 7. Box 55 and 53. Man, both on the bottom. Easy peasy. I'll just take the stack away. 7 times 55, 53. I like it. I'm going to delete them now so I don't question again later on. And when I'm talking about giving away a freebie, guys, obviously I know your brain goes to a big name. I'll probably do a couple smaller name options. Maybe I can find a medium name for a team you like if we happen to not pull a pictured headliner. Look at something. I want to get a third jersey away if we don't do that is what I'm going for. But I'm going to take it as a sign. I forgot to grab one because there's just no way, right? Give me a duck. There's 2 ducks. You want the right duck. Carlos, 4 boxer that you're in, 43 a spot. So for the 2, it's 86. 43 always for 4, 32 always for 3. Shouldn't say always, but for 4, 3, 5 years, that's generally been it, I believe. Okay, 53. I know you don't have Facebook, so that makes it fun for you, as in harder. That's what good old eBay is for, right? I miss running eBay breaks because that's where I met a lot of you guys, and I liked the idea of bidding on your teams. I thought that was fun too. Yep, you're good, Carlos. Okay, here we go. Box number 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. This is one of 2 teams, and I'm not familiar with numbers, but it's got to be one of 3 jerseys or 2 jerseys. You see black and yellow, and you think of Pittsburgh and Boston. I'm trying to think if there's any. Might just be a couple different Penguins in this one. East Coast, number 7. Daryl says it changed it to a hieroglyphic. Esposito, that's one of the ones I was also thinking of. Recchi. There's the auto, and that's pretty evident. Phil Esposito in cursive. So we're going, no, Bruins, sorry. Esposito's Bruins, not Penguins, Al. I'll eventually get there. Just let me make mistakes for a second. I'll catch up. Fanatics Premium. So that one, if I had said claimed hits, that would have counted. But I said pictured hits, and I don't think Esposito's one of the pictured, is he? He's not. So we're still alive for the freebie, but that was a claimed hit going to Jonathan R. Jonathan, nice. Congrats. Esposito. We've had him in a few different breaks, a few different series, I should say. And I don't know that we pulled him yet. Bruins, beautiful jersey. Love the dark black jersey with the yellow letters outlined by white. I think it looks nice. Fanatics Premium. How many years since you last at eBay, Vlad? Maybe like a year and a half, which sounds crazy. I mean, it was like around November or December, I think, when I just pulled everything off when they were giving me all those troubles. And I think that was maybe it's either a year and a half or 2.5 years, but it's probably been a year and a half. 8-patch, Fanatics Premium, beautiful jersey, Boston Bruins. Go to Jonathan. Jonathan, nice hit. Good looking auto there, too. Yeah, I just don't know if it's 1.5 or 2.5. Some of you guys might know, but it was around my birthday, Halloween, Christmas-ish in that area, in the holiday area, when we pulled it off and did straight eBay. It might have been 2.5 years ago, but I keep thinking it's 1.5. Okay, jersey number 1 is not a pictured. I'll take pictures of that still, so I don't know why I'm putting it back in there. Okay, jersey number 2. Are we going to get a pictured? Are we going to get a Wayner? Are we going to get a claimed? Are we going to get a freebie jersey given away? All great questions. Just show me a Wayne. How about one of the solos? That's a claim, Nick. I can't let this claim. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Man, just give me a pictured. A pictured. Another great name. I've liked a ton of these names we pulled out, but we're looking for Mr. Wayne. We're looking for claimed hits. We got one claimed hit. That means I'm doing a freebie. That is Kempe. We pulled him a few times across different series. The big letter, big number style. Adidas Pro here. Kempe, let me find him. That means I'm stick around if you're in the hockey. I'm going to do a freebie here. No pictured. There it is. Wow, that's on the Esposito line. Jonathan R., you had Esposito, you got Kempe and Talbot right after. This is the line right after. That is a double up for Jonathan. Jonathan, congrats. What we'll do is I'll let any name but those two win. So anything but an Esposito or a Kempe win. Great hit, Kings. This might be their new style one with the big letter, big number. Wish there was a date on this thing. There might be. No, 2024, unless that's what he's talking about when he says new. $200 jersey unsigned, which is pretty cool. Fight strap, three-peat third-party king. I don't remember the last time Jonathan doubled up on a jersey from East Coast. That's great. Congrats. Sorry to everyone else, but let's do our freebie here. Thanks, Brian. Took a page out of your double up book. Okay, so let's get a freebie going here, and I'll give whoever lands on it, whatever name, a choice of a couple different jerseys, which is probably the way we should do it anyways, instead of just assigning one. But sometimes it's easier for me to just say, this is the item I want to give away, and someone's going to win it. Okay, so what I'll do is grab these 47. Let's go over to random.org. Man, I'm really interested to finish these 8 boxes. Something's got to give. Just really backloaded. We've had, I mean, the problem is we're not hitting chumps either. We're hitting great jerseys, but just no Wayne yet, no Pitchard yet. Let's do this just to make it easier. So I'm going to take Kempe off and Esposito. Okay, I'm going to run this list 7 times. Whoever owns the player that's on top after the 7th roll, I'll give you a few options to pick from, and you'll go home with the jersey too. Likely just for my collection. So 2, you guys can see my screen, right? Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Sorry, I was going to show you that 7. Gino Ojic. And I know that one was claimed. If I share my screen. Claimed right there by Brian. Brian, you get the freebie jersey. I'll give you some choices to pick from. That's 3 jerseys going out on this 2-boxer. I'm not going to lie, guys. On Monday, I'm probably going to do the same thing and say if we don't hit Pitchard, I'm going to give away another jersey. It's not something that needs to happen, but I want to do that. So we'll do it again on Monday. Hoping for some Pitchard, and if not, we'll make it a 3-boxer again. Congrats, Brian, and congrats, Jonathan. Okay. Brian, if you don't hear from me by like tomorrow morning, afternoon, will you remind me? I don't want to forget to give you some options. I'll try to write it down later too, but I'm not great at that. Okay, we are now over to our mini helmet portion, which we are still too short. So I'll start reading through these again. Just to explain, this is a 2-box mini helmet. We've opened 8, so there are 4 left. We'll do this for the next 3 weeks after today. Pick a player, get 4 more players at random, and it's $17. It's pick your player, not pick your team. These are all the available names. I'm going to start reading through them again. If you already heard me read through it earlier and you're not interested, just mute me or go grab a drink. Easier for those to claim if they can see who's there. So, names that are available: Aaron Donald, AJ Green, Alshon Jeffrey, Andre Reed, Andrew Makuba, Antonio Gates, Ashton Genty, Brett Favre, Brian Urlacher, Chad Johnson, Chris Olave, DeAndre Swift, Darius Slay, Darren Sproles, Dave Robinson, Deion Sanders, DeMarcus Ware, Derrick Henry, Deshaun Jackson, Devin Hester, Devonta Smith, Des Bryant, Donnie Shell, Drake London, Drew Pearson, Earl Campbell, Eddie George, Edge, Emmitt Smith, Eric Allen, Fred Warner. We are 2 claims away, by the way. Harold Fannin Jr., Hines Ward, Jason Witten, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Warren, Jalen Noel, Javon Kirsch, Jim Kelly, J.J. McCarthy, John Gruden, Jonathan Ogden, Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Addison, Jordan Love, Josh Allen, Justin Fields, Kurt Warner, Kyle Monangai, Kyle Pitts, Lawrence Taylor, LaShawn McCoy, Marcus Allen, Marshall Faulk. I've got allergies and I can't breathe through my nose. So where was I? Marshall Faulk, Mel Renfro, Michael Penix Jr., Michael Vick, Mike Sainristil, Mike Singletary, Nick Bosa, Odell Beckham Jr., Randy White, Ricky Williams, Terrell Suggs, Terry Bradshaw, Terry McLaurin, Thurman Thomas, Tony Dorsett, where am I? Travis Hunter, Travion Henderson, Tua Tagovailoa, Ty Law, Warren Moon, William Perry, Xavier Legette, Zay Flowers. Gila. Did I do something wrong? I have a feeling that that Hila is gonna hang me up by my Buster Browns. What did I do, Hila? Did I mess something up? Oh, you picked Jaden Daniels? Where? Oh, I thought that was your passing yards leader guess above. Were you claiming him in the mini, Hila? Okay, I missed that. So one away, and then Dustin closes us with Gruden. Josh, I know you're trying to claim to help us out. You just barely missed on Jeffrey. Oh, you're good. That's my bad. I should have asked, but I thought maybe you were. I should have stopped and thought about that one. So Jaden Daniels and John Gruden. See, I'm getting hung up by my Buster Browns. I heard that in a movie the other day. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. Thanks for being understanding. Yeah, that's my fault. So was that before Jeff picked Greasy? I always want to do that in the right order. It was. And then Dustin taking Chucky to close us. That's a Jade Daniels is not in the bag. If you guessed him, no, my fault. I should always ask, but a couple of these. I even asked Jeff if he meant for yards and that. I just wasn't thinking. You can always say in bag or claim, so I know, but even then I should ask. So should have 76 here. Let's get our randoms going. Thanks, guys. 76 is 19 times 4. We're good to go. No solos in this one. You are totally good. Seriously, don't ever apologize. Unless you're actually rude to me, then no one ever apologizes to me for being rude. You know? But you weren't being rude. I need to apologize to you for not double checking that. 4, I make a lot of mistakes. I started off early this morning making mistakes. Nick claimed a spot in the mini, and I didn't even write his name down, and I gave it away to someone else. 7 times, there's our list. Jordan Love on top. Packer on top, Packer on bottom. Dave Robinson. Okay, I know someone's gonna say a joke about that. I set that one up. Just laugh in your head. It's okay. Am I sharing? I am. Okay, 19. Dustin, I know it's you. I know you're thinking about it. Jonathan Taylor. Why are some of these red? What did I do? Oh, because I copied it over that's. I give up, guys. I'm going back over there to copy them. Just hold on. I'll get there eventually. Here's the real list. Jordan Love on top. Without getting rid of any of the other things I have typed up over there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Don't worry. Jonathan Taylor. Andrew Makuba. And don't worry, that I can talk to myself because it makes me smart. It makes me seem like I'm smarter if I talk to myself. Who else am I going to talk to? Just a dang screen. Dan Farts. Okay, I'm going to read these off, guys. You're welcome to try to trade. Not a lot of time. I'll read it off for you once, and if anyone jumps on it, great. If not, we're going to get rolling. Bill S. You have Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Kurt Warner, Antonio Gates, Deshaun Jackson. Chad, you have the run and shoot, Thurman Thomas, Chad Johnson, OBJ, Travis Hunter, Richard Dent, Brett Favre, Jonathan Ogden, Mike Singletary, and Terry McLaurin. Healy, you've got Namath, Eddie George, Brian Urlacher, Travion Henderson, Darius Slay, Joe Burrow, Mike Vick, Donnie Shell, Terrell Suggs, and Michael Penix Jr. Chris D, you had Barry Sanders, Ricky Williams, Colin Ungai, Jason Witten, DeMarcus Ware, and from the mini, Bo Jackson, Nick Bosa, Dion, Jalen Noel, Randy White, Peyton Manning, Donald, Waddle, Lawrence Taylor, and Javon Curse. Nick F, you had Harrison, Dez, Perry, Olave, and Fannin Jr. Matt, you had Jefferson, Dorsett, McCarthy, AJ Green, Jordan Addison. Obi, you had Elway, Eric Allen, Jim Kelly, Drake London, Ashton Genty. Larry K, you had Flutie, Edrin James, LaShawn McCoy, Mel Renfro, Tua Tagovailoa. Matt S, Peterson, Josh Allen, DeAndre Swift, Tyler, Marcus Allen. Brian W, Breeze, Leggett, Bradshaw, Campbell, and Flowers. Vlad, you had Marino, Moon, Pitts, Warner, and Henry. That's Fred Warner. Jonathan R, Tomlinson, Hines Ward, Alshon Jeffrey, Chris Johnson, and Emmett Smith. Healy, you've got Daniel, Sproles, Pearson, Devonta Smith, Mike Sainris still, Jeff H, you have Greasy, Hester, Reed, Falk, JSN, and then Dustin. Gruden, Fields, JT, Makuba, and Dave Robinson. I did it. Let's go. Trade my Eric Allen, Ashton Genty, Drake London for Alshon Jeffrey or Xavier Leggett. Xavier Leggett's right here for Brian W. if you're interested in trading for any of those. And then Jeffrey is Jonathan R. if you're interested in trading for any of those. Eric Allen, Ashton Genty, Drake London for those guys. If Brian or Jonathan want to trade one of those, let me know. Warner for Ricky Williams. Jonathan says pass. Vlad, you had Fred Warner, and you're asking for Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams was somewhere. Chris D. Chris, if you're watching live, don't know if you are. If you want to trade Ricky Williams for Fred Warner, let Vlad know. I'm going to get a box number going here. 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12. Is that right? 1, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 1, 3, 8, 10, 11, 12. 8, 10, 11, 12. It is. Okay, let's get two numbers. Genty all trade for, and you have, which one do you have? You have Leggett. Genty for Leggett. Obi? Yep, okay, perfect. Genty. Leggett. Got it. Perfect. Oh, geez, there it goes. 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12. 7 times we're going to open our top 2 boxes that are on top on the 7th row. 5, 6, and 7. 10, 11. Man, we're just getting ones that are by each other. Okay, both on the bottom row. I'll grab them. 10 and 11, 7 times. Stop sharing. Let's see. We got one claim hit last week. Let's see if we can do it again. Yeah. Yeah. This is all going to go right here. Throw that sweatshirt over there. Move these baseballs up there. There we go. Okay. Racky up next, guys. That one's full. Random spot and sold. And then we'll do some Big Al's full size and then a couple live fills. Ooh, close the poll. See, I'm not even thinking about that. Thank you, Jeff. You saved me. AFC East, AFC South is up by enough to close it without asking for more votes. So AFC East South, let me highlight that. Jeff's thinking perfect. Let's get a Bob Greasy to start us off with one that counts. Okay. And I got to show the helmet too. You know, I didn't think anyone would get this one. I tried to pick one a little harder. I mean, it's all relative, right? But one that you guys would say is harder. But someone, maybe two of you, got it right. So way to go. I should have done like 15 or 20 on this one. 3, 2, 1. And I love that this is the helmet I chose for the person that got it right, too. Gets the guess right on his favorite style. I'm pretty sure I saw Nick get it right. Let me go up. Yeah, Mark Brunell in the bag. Oh, I didn't even turn around yet. I just ruined it. But obviously, who else is going to be the quarterback from the Jags to lead the league in passing yards? Mark Brunell, 3-time Pro Bowl. Don't say of course. If it's of course, you should have guessed it. I went in the other room. I looked around. I was trying to find a rave. I wanted to put a rave out there, and Brunell was there. If not Warren Moon, it had to be him. No, it's not. I'd have picked several players before. You cracked me up. That's a PC. So, no, I have that helmet on my PC, but this is a second one. So this is not my PC. When I was outside the box with Namath, thinking like away from, yeah. I love Namath, and I have a few right here I could pick to put up there, but I went with Brunell from the other room. Top 5, yeah, you got me figured out. I do back-to-back Jets. See, that's like, you can think that way, but I don't even remember doing a Jet on Monday, so I could have easily grabbed another Jet. But now I do manage Curtis Martin, yeah. Anyways, instead of giving Nick $12, I'm just going to send him that Brunell as punishment. Okay. Nick, I got you with some credit tonight. Let me write it down. That's funny. Nick, if anyone else get it, I only remember seeing his. So, can I trade it for Crosby? Max Crosby? This is what you're talking about, right? Was that the year he beat Denver in the playoffs? Let me go look. Wait, I think it was in the 90s. Oh, Max Crosby? Or Bill Crosby? Which one are you talking about? 1996. Who went to the Super Bowl in 1996? How is Mark Brunell a Super Bowl champion? Oh, he was the backup for the Packers, right? Yes, he was. Sydney. Oh, how's my third guess for you? Okay. Many time. Let's roll. Box 10 we'll do first. 11 we'll do next. There's my handwriting for 10. There's my handwriting for 11. You guys are probably right. That's not a fresh memory for me. So I don't know. 1996. I've seen that there's quite a few classic speeds in this series. I think we pulled one or two the other day. We've also pulled some cool, specialties. See if we get specialty or classic on these. Well, that's one way to do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go another specialty. That is JSA certified on the side-ish a little bit instead of the back, but there it is. Vikings. Rave. Vikings Rave. It was the 99 season. Okay. The Music City Miracle. Well, that was in the Jags, but you can say it's the same year. Music City was Titans and was it the Bills? Who did the Titans beat in the Music City Miracle? Titans and Bills? Titans and someone. It's Frank Wycheck. Okay, if you got a Viking, you got a shot. There's a rave here for the Vikes. 3, 2, 1. We know that guy. He's got a trouble driving slow, but he's a great football player. Thought it was the Jags. Was it Titans and Jags? It was the Titans, and I thought it was the Bills in the Music City Miracle. Someone tell me, please, before I make that a memory that's not correct. That is Jordan Addison. That's a cool little mini helmet there. Jordan Addison, Vikings rave. It was the Bills? Okay. Well, there you go. Let me find who had Jordan Addison. Not claimed. I don't see him. He's somewhere around here. There he is. Jordan Addison is going to a mini spot. Matt S. Matt, the first time you claimed a couple Vikes, you had almost every Viking covered there, and you ended up winning a bear. Now you're claiming a Viking, getting a different Viking. Matt S. hitting Jordan Addison on the mini on a rave. Going to a Viking fan. Nice. I like it. Okay. Box 2. Now, the better question was that a forward pass? And I'm not asking Bill B. I'm asking everyone else. Was it a forward pass? Probably was. Oh, you know what? I saw this. It's got on the checklist. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Jets flash. Could be a few different guys. I already saw who it was, unfortunately. 3, 2, 1. We got Justin Fields. Where is Fields right now is the question. Justin Fields on a flash. I guess I can show you a little better here. Green ink, I like. KC, okay. You guys, the show, what was it called? I forget, but it followed the high school quarterbacks, and Fields was on it. I was a big fan of Fields on that show. In a jacuzzi somewhere. He's talented. He's just you gotta be a little bit of everything to. Let me see you guys, Justin Fields. It's a cool looking helmet. Not the biggest name of the checklist, but a fun one there. Right there at the bottom. On the Chucky claim, Dustin, you had John Gruden. You're getting Justin Fields on a flash for the Jets. So Matt claiming, winning Jordan Addison on the rave, and Dustin winning Justin Fields on the flash. 2 minis there. One of those is your division. One of them is not. So you're tied. Let me update that here real quick. Congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. We're halfway through that case since we did 4 last week. I'm hoping for a pictured headliner soon here. 1 there, and then SC North. Okay, so it begins for the bounty. Okay, time for Radke. We're down to 8 boxes from the 12. We've opened 4 so far. Let's see where we go tonight. Greg, no guessing game today, just Mondays. We'll change that at some point, do something, but not for now. Greg, Rams and Vegas. Tim, you have San Francisco. You sold your hand to Brad. That is the Jets. Jonathan R., Philadelphia and Cleveland. Bill S., Green Bay, Seattle. Greg, New England and New Orleans. Tim, you have Denver. You sold Joseph the Chargers. Bill S., Indy and Jacksonville. Greg, Dallas, Cincy. David L., Chicago, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Houston. Also Washington and Minnesota. Brian W., you have Detroit and Atlanta. Jonathan R., Carolina, Miami. Larry K., you have Tampa and Baltimore. Ron, you have Buffalo, Arizona. And Brad, Giants and Kansas City. These are our box numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are correct. Let's open and get 1 box. Where's my tab at? Right there. I got Mark Brunell open. I got Kyle Tucker open. Okay, there's 1, 2, 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 1 should be on top. It is. Sometimes I don't reorganize them. Box 1 through 7 times is what we're opening. Go back to my screen. Let's sharing. Okay, next up, Big Al's. Then we'll do either a 3-box, pick your team, Big Al's, or a 2-box, pick one random one. We'll do Racky after that, and then some licensed jerseys to end the night. So that's what it's looking like for tonight. Box 1 is right here. Okay. I still want to see a retro this series. I know that not everyone agrees with me, but they're the newest, so they're fun. I want to see them. Wouldn't mind seeing an amp. I called for an amp the other day. I want to see an amp. It's a little harder. I'll probably see some sort of an STS or 2, in this case 2. A 3, a 4, or a 1. Probably not a 2. 2s are by far the most rare. Don't know why, but they are less made. Okay, here we go. Still sticking somehow. Well, you can, I mean, I guess I said 15 different styles, so there's no prediction, but 3, 2, 1. We are getting a 4.0. That would have been funny had it been a 2.0. .04. I know some can see it, some might not be able to. The Atlanta Falcons. I love the 4.0s. I think they look really nice. I do think they look better than the ones, but not everyone agrees with me. This is Beckett certified on this one. Falcons. Who had Atlanta on Racky? Atlanta was spot 11. Brian, on your Detroit claim, getting Atlanta. Falcons. Penix, finally a rep. Yeah, this one is a rep. We went 4 straight authentics. Again, I don't think it really matters. I know people like authentics better, so for that it does. But there's no rhyme or reason to what the big names are on. You get big names on both. Just trying to get rid of that. Hold on. Okay, Brian, let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. I love it. I love this one. We've seen an uptick in all third-party stuff for Michael Vick, so I thought maybe we'd see him again on this, but we're seeing Bijan Robinson. Bijan. He said his name was Bijan. Bijan Robinson, Atlanta Falcons, STS 4.0, top 3 running back in the league. That's pretty hard to argue against that, I think. Congrats, Brian W. Indeed. Beckett certified, great hit. Bijan Robinson, Atlanta Falcons, STS 4.0. And we did hit a rep. That is true. Okay, let's move on to Big Al's. And then we're either going to do a 2 or 3 boxer for our first pre-fill. Looking like a 2 boxer again, which is great. We'll do 4 and then 2. If things change, we'll change it to a 3. But I'll let you know after the first couple helmets. I won't even ask this time because then I did what you guys told me not to anyways. So that wasn't very nice. That is NFC South. Baseball, hockey, yeah. 1-1-1-0. At least you don't have the 0 tonight. Okay, in the 4-boxer, I've got Bill S. with Arizona in the New York Jets combo spot. Carlos, Atlanta. Jonathan R. Baltimore. Kyle, Buffalo. Nick F. Carolina, Tennessee. Bill S. You have Chicago. Tim, Cincy, and Cleveland. Charlie, Dallas. AJ, Denver. Bill S. Detroit. Eli, you've got Green Bay. Larry K. Houston. Carlos, Indianapolis. Vlad, Jacksonville. Greg, Kansas City. Zach, Vegas. Bill S. the Chargers. Kevin O. the Rams. AJ, Miami. Brad, Minnesota. Greg, New England. Bill B. New Orleans. Brian W. the Giants. Greg, Philadelphia. Brian W. Pittsburgh. Joseph, San Francisco. Zach, Seattle. Greg, Tampa Bay. And Josh G. Washington. I can close this. We'll come back. We'll do a live fill Big Al's like always, and then a few more for that. But I'm going to copy that now before I get too far into the process. And I'll change it if we end up going to a 3. Let's get some. Oh, just hit my knee, my leg, my shin. Shake it up. Night 2 of Series 39. We're starting with 4 helmets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, first we've got 26, 2-6. First 26 that came to my mind was Clinton Portis. I'm sure there's others that I should think of before him. Le'Veon Bell, is he 26? 177. I can't think of a 77 right now. 168. We got lineman numbers coming in now. 168. And lastly, 61. Bunch of lineman numbers. 6-1. It's like that's an offensive lineman number. Most of those were. Besides Clinton Portis. Okay, guys. 26, 177, 168, and 61. Give me a second to find those. We'll open those, and then we'll do our first life will be a Big Al's. Full size. To a blistering start. Too low, too high now. High numbers. $26, check. 177, 168, and 61. Check, 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 check. Okay. Let's do this. Oh man, I'll decide in a second here. Wondering if you can vouch for me. Yeah. In a little bit. Okay, screen's off. Red names. Right boxes. Let's roll. We only had one box with Wonka out of the first 6 on Monday. Let's see if we get more today. 26. Series 39. I'm almost done with the labels that my wife wrote on the other day. Should have done it a long time ago instead of throwing away labels. Just color on them. Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got the throwback Broncos helmet. Love this one. I like the orange one. I like this one. There's a bunch of different Broncos helmets that are really nice. That's AFC West. We're now 1. It's like starting over. Everyone's at 1. Denver. And the 4-boxer today was AJ. AJ hitting the Broncos, and I saw the name. We just barely saw this dude, but it wasn't on this style, I don't think. Oh, yeah, could have been Clinton Portis. I didn't think of that. That would have been nice or cool. We just pulled him on Saturday from Fire Factory, but I can't remember who won it or what style it was. I just remember we had R.J. Harvey. Running back on the throwback. Was it this same style? I don't think it was. Hold on, now I'm curious. Yeah, of course. Nice hit. Young running back. We just hit him but from Fire Factory. I'm scrolling. It was white. That's right. It was the white version of this to the throwback, but that's their alternate. This is their throwback. It was similar enough for me to question myself, but I don't remember it being this blue one. So thank you, Obi. It was the white one. We've got a few like that in the series too, the white alternate, which is awesome. AJ, nice start. RJ Harvey, throwback speed, running back for the Broncos. AFC West hitting there. Okay, box 61. Series 39. 0 Wonka. We're going to have a few like this series, I suppose. Since we already hit, I'm trying to put, it's just, don't know if this is what it came in or if I bought it from there. We'll find out together. I'll stop drawing attention to bags. You guys know what they can or can't mean. Okay. See the face mask color. Helmet number 2. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, we're going blue again. We're going to stay in AFC as well. AFC South, the Colts. That's your division. You guys are back on top. Started on top. No, you didn't start on top, but close enough. AFC South, Indianapolis Colts are Carlos. Carlos hitting a Colts flash. We're missing one earpiece. No, we're not. They're both hanging on in here. But they're both on the wrong side. I'm wondering why that looks so weird. There we go. Colts, let's see what you got. Carlos. 3, 2, 1. We've seen him not long ago. I don't remember if it was from Radke or Fire Factory or Big Al's. We got JT, Jonathan Taylor on the Colts flash. There was a while there where I wasn't finding Colts flash. I think we got more than one this series, though. That's a fun one. Jonathan Taylor, Colts flash, running back from Radke. Starting off running back heavy. Yeah, of course. Nice hit, Carlos. Congrats. Okay, box 3, 168, Series 39. 0 Wonka. I know this one. Okay. So I'll just wait. 3, 2, 1. We've got a slate. And it's a blank-sided slate, which you guys already know what that means. One of 2 teams. They're both in the AFC North. All the other teams have logos on the backside. This one is, as you can see there, the Brownies. Browns, probably a Browns helmet on the back too. Yep, there it is. Back and certified. You guys have seen this helmet. Who has Cleveland, by the way? That's not this one, but you've seen. Tim Kelly hitting the Browns here. 3, 2, 1. I have a few of these. So I have one that's in our winner's choice. It's still there if we use it again. I've got a slate. I've got another style too for down the road. But this is one of those ones where if you don't want the script on it, I'll try to help you move it, trade it, sell it, whatever. This is F. Cleveland. He wrote that on a ton of his stuff recently. I think he did that in the past too, but he just did a signing not too long ago, and there's some cool new styles out with his stuff, signature on it. I do appreciate his autograph too. It's a nice big auto. Johnny Manziel, F. Cleveland on the script there. Cleveland Browns. I dig that helmet. I think I have them on the Eclipse too. Not the Eclipse, but their new alternate that looks like an Eclipse. Must be Peyton Hillis. That'd be cool to have Peyton Hillis on a Browns slate. I'd be all over that. I don't have a Peyton Hillis, and I really want one. We had one in the series not long ago, but I didn't keep it. Tim, congrats. That's AFC North. There we go again. 2-2-1-1. See if we just keep chugging along. Okay, final box from this 4-boxer. We will do. I think we're going to do a 3-box, guys, instead of a 2. We'll go back to that instead. So ignore all other comments. We'll try a 3-box. Pick your team, not pick one random one. So 32 instead of 40. 3 boxes instead of 2. 177. That'll come up right after we do these and do our recap. 0 Wonka on all 4 of these. Jeez. Running back, quarterback. Broke the streak. Do we go back to running back? Do we stay quarterback? Can't quite see the auto, but I see the team and the style. Always one of my favorites. Always. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got a flash. No, not on this still. Bag and always rips it off. Ooh, it's barely hanging on. There we go. Defied all odds. Tampa Bay Buccaneers flash. Love the flash. I agree, Kyle. I like that brown helmet with the inscription. Zero Wonka all around. Who had Tampa? Who's getting the Bucks flash? One of my favorite flashes. Tampa, Greg. Mr. Greg hitting on the Bucks flash. We've got Radke certified. Ooh, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. We didn't go either position. We didn't go running back or quarterback. We're skipping over to tight end. I saw a poll today. Someone was asking somewhere. What's going on in the back of this helmet? Oh, that's what's happening. What on God's green earth did they screw on here? Oh, it works. It's a different piece that's screwed into the back thing here, but it's hanging on. I saw a post saying, who would you bring back just for entertainment value as a fan of the game? If you could bring back one player, would you bring back J.J. Watt, Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady? Someone, my choice was Rob. I think it'd be fun to have him back in the league. Great player and fun. Okay, 3 boxers coming up. We've got R.J. Harvey from this break, Jonathan Taylor, Johnny Manziel, and Rob Gronkowski. Let's do a 3-boxer pre-fill. See how this one goes. Sorry, not pre-fill, live fill. So no pick one random one in this style. It is 32 instead of 40, and we're doing 3 boxes instead of 2. And then we'll do our Radke and some licensed jerseys to end the night. Let me share my screen, even though it's not as this one as it is the other ones. I'm going to top chat and live chat it. We'll see how far away we are after I get caught up here. Okay, I have got Greg with the Rams. I've got Kyle with Cincy. Got Nick with Chicago. Bill B. Buffalo. Jason's got Kansas City and San Francisco. Let's see, San Francisco. Since he's gone, AJ. Sorry, Philly is not gone. I thought I read Philly, but I'm out of my mind apparently. Kevin, I got you with Baltimore, and Brian with Detroit. Brian with Detroit. Dallas is Zach. Detroit is gone, Greg. Vikings going to Gila. Gotcha. New Orleans, Brad. Dave just behind on the Vikings. Buffalo going to... Nope, they're gone. Sorry. Whoops. Arizona, Brad. Chicago is gone. Sorry, Jonathan. Carolina is not gone. Greg, gotcha. Giants are there for AJ. Greg, Indy, gotcha. Got to go off the first one there. Maybe you got the rebound in there. Washington, Greg. Indy, Washington. Baltimore for Bill. Baltimore's gone. New England, Jonathan, I got you. Pittsburgh, Craig. Arizona's gone for Bill. Washington was for Bill. Okay. He's gone tonight, huh? New England for Bill. Pittsburgh for Bill. Both gone, unfortunately. Seattle is there for AJ. I would have, above, if no one else had claimed, Greg, I would have had you just rebound, but we do the first, you know the rule. I know it was just a hit before you hit enter thing. That happens to me all the time. Green Bay, Zach. Okay, let me let you know who's left here. I did get Bill down for Washington from you. Just a little behind on the other ones. But here's the teams that are left. Atlanta, Cleveland, Denver, Houston, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Chargers, Miami, and Tampa Bay. I believe are our last 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams left. Should be 21. If I missed anything or did something wrong there, let me know. Half these are in hieroglyphics, and I have to hover over them to see the claim that you have. I don't know why. And they're not, obviously not hieroglyphics, but it's stuff that I don't, looks like Chinese to me. So I don't know what happened to YouTube or my computer. Atlanta for Bill, gotcha. Chargers for Brian, gotcha. 7 away. Bill takes last night. No. He told you that, right? You have permission? Dustin, Denver, gotcha. That's something you guys would do for me, like in Brad's. I will take them. I probably would. Well, this water is almost gone. I'll update the list here in a second. We're getting closer. I'll read the list off in a little bit as well. If you go. Chargers gone. Denver gone. Okay, there's our updated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams left. Reminder, I know that everyone that joins basically knows this, but you see a team hit here, they've got plenty of other hits still in the series for them. The only thing we won't see is the same name on the same team in the same series, unless I reload them down the line, of which case we have hit the same player in the same series more than once on the same team, but it's rarer. Kyle, Tampa, gotcha. Oh, man. Wednesday. I got some conference calls tomorrow I'm not looking forward to. Usually Thursday I try to, make it a little bit easier on me. Post a few of the breaks in the morning while I'm at work, and then my wife leaves tomorrow for 3 or 4 days, and I got some meetings tomorrow. Ugh. Don't complain, Al. Don't do it. Down to 5 left here. I'm going to read off who has who in the meantime. Brad, I've got you with the Arizona New York Jets combo spot. Bill, Atlanta. Kevin, Baltimore. Bill B, Buffalo. Bill S had Atlanta. Bill B had Buffalo. Sorry. Greg, Carolina, Tennessee. Nick F, Chicago. Kyle, Cincy. Zach, Dallas. Dustin, Denver. Brian W, Detroit. Zach B, Green Bay. Greg, Indy. Jason T, Kansas City. Brian W, the Chargers. Greg, the Rams. Healy, you've got Minnesota. Jonathan R, New England. Brad, New Orleans. AJ, you've got the Giants. Vlad, Philly. Craig, Pittsburgh. Jason, you've got San Francisco. AJ with Seattle. Kyle with Tampa. Bill S with Washington. And that's where we're at. I'll roll pickleballs here in a second as well. Let's see if we can get a little closer before I do that. Now I can vouch. Where's your dang Corbett? Oh my gosh. Oh, that might help if I spell his name right. All right. Sorry, done with that. 5 teams left. Let's do this. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's discount those last 5 teams down to 29. 29 the last 5 instead of 32. That, yeah, they did just hit, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I'm going to type this just in case you got me muted. My sun's going to come down here soon because it's starting to get dark up there. I just want to sit on the couch down here. All right. Well, I know you do. Final 5 teams: Cleveland, Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, and Miami are 29 apiece instead of 32. There goes Houston. Greg, gotcha. Thank you. Jacksonville, Brian, gotcha. I'll roll bingos here in a second. We got three teams left. I'm just chilling here, guys, waiting for a few of these teams to get claimed up, and then we'll roll. Instead of me just blabbering. Hey, same time, I'm going to roll bingo balls now. We'll grab the boxes. Then we'll come back and get the last few teams claimed up. Cleveland, Vegas, Miami available for 29 apiece. Don't need to shake it, so let's get numbers going here. Oops. We will do Iraqi one box after this, and then some licensed jerseys. $43, 4-3. That's Troy Polamalu. Who's another 43? I should be. Was Darren Sproles 43? For some reason, my head tells me Darren Sproles. He was something like that. 43, 47. 56, 5-6. Derek Barnett, 56. 192, Reggie White. Okay, 3 teams left. Al Wilson, I remember that name. Linebacker for the Broncos, that's a cool one. See, don't you just wish you could, like, every one of those guys signed for, I mean, for all I know, he's not alive anymore, but like an Al Wilson throwback Broncos helmet would be sick. And a great name, too, huh? I'm hearing things. Yeah, that would be cool. I'll grab the boxes in a second when we get closer here. We got 3 teams left. I'm not going to discount more than 29. There's not a ton of room in my series to begin with. At 10 a team. There's no rush. Part of this is why I go back and forth between 2 box and 3 box. I think we all prefer pick your team 3 box. Sometimes it takes a second. But that's fine too. What games are on tonight? Basketball and hockey. I haven't even looked today. Usually sign off and watch, but I know we had 2 last night for hockey, and we had 1 for NBA. I can't get my phone to pull up the game, so someone let me know. Is it? It's not Montreal, Tampa Bay either. I think they were yesterday as well, weren't they? Not Carolina. Is it back to? Yeah, Nick, you just use it towards whatever you want. You just take 12 off whatever you grab. Totally fine. So you had 32 there. Just make this one 20. Wound up 3-0? Oh man. To make it 3-3 to go back to Colorado? Holy moly. What period is it? Am I gonna be able to see the end of it? Or is it gonna be gone? Okay, I'm gonna grab those boxes, guys, and I'll come back and we'll see if we can get anybody in the second. Yeah, it's gonna be close. We'll come back and get the last 3 teams cleaned up. It will be 3-2. Oh, that's right. They're up 3-1. So this game is in Colorado. I don't know why I thought it was 2-2. It was never 2-2, right? They're up 3-0 in Colorado. And the next game's back in Minnesota. Wow. Okay, let me grab them, guys. F score as soon as I ask. Carlos taking Miami. There's Vegas and Cleveland left, guys. 29 for these last few. Oh, that's the last of our makeshift labels. The rest I got printed today. They weren't available the other day, but I got them today. Vegas for Jake. Thanks, Jake. And then Miami was Carlos. Thanks, Carlos. So just Cleveland left at 29. That closes us. We are going to do a Racky Life fill after this. We're down to 7 boxes. And then we'll do our licensed jerseys. We didn't add anything between Monday and Wednesday, but on Monday we added maybe Surtain was our addition that day, and then 2 hockey, remember? Surtain, McKinnon, and Ron Francis, Whalers. I think those are our new ones. So That's not next. We'll do Racky next, then that, but just giving a little bit ahead. Have we opened 6 items? Nope, I didn't do Rob, NFC South. So first one hitting here is NFC North or West, just so you know. Cleveland last team, and they're ready to roll. Bill B. Thanks, Bill. 29, gotcha. Okay, we're full. I'm not going to read these off again. I read out the whole list. Those that claimed when we had the last few left, I appreciate it. Next up is Racky, and then we'll move on from there. Have the boxes ready to go. I'm going to copy Racky, paste it over here. This is the screen, and we're going to get rolling. Okay, I didn't even check. 43, 56, 192. Good. Okay, box 1, 43, Series 39. No Wonka. Man, that's how many helmets now? We've opened 6 the first night, and this is helmet number 5. One Wonka box through 11 helmets. That's kind of crazy. The team, see a style. I have a guess who it might be from the style I didn't see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a lunar. I always think of one guy with a lunar. I used to think of another guy when we did more Gold Rush. I think of Aziz Ojulari. We used to pull him all the time on the lunars. But knowing I don't put him in the series, I think of one guy. Let's see if that's who it is or if it's someone else. For some reason, he signed a bunch of lunars. I mean, he signed a bunch of everything, but who had the Giants first off? AJ hitting again. You hit earlier. I don't remember what it was. The RJ, right? Hitting AC. Now you're hitting NFC. I said get ready for. No, that's the wrong division. That's NFC East. They're now up 3. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Taylor Blue Ink. You should have just left it at Taylor because then you could have. Taylor Red Ink. Red Ink is the best on these. LT, I've seen black ink on them too. I think the red is my favorite. When a helmet is missing one of their team colors, if they sign in that color, I think that's the best combo you can have. Like the Manziel slate with orange looks nice. Great one there. Lawrence Taylor, LT, Giants, Lunar Eclipse, Becca certified. Going to AJ. AJ doubling up tonight. AJ, congrats. And the night's still young. It's not young, but it's not over. So I don't really want that one's a little bit easier one to get, probably, Thomas. If you want to look at trades, I don't have any lunars of him anymore, but I do have some newer styles of his too. LT, I've got a few LTs in the PC. I'd add more on different styles too if I can. Yeah, of course. Nice hit, AJ. Okay, box 56, Series 39. Any Wonky. No Wonka. What is happening? I put them on a third of the boxes. There's a name on top. It could be that name. That's the right team, so I'm going to assume it's that name. Looks like I saw. I shouldn't say that just in case I'm wrong, but it looks like there was some extra ink on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The black throwback Atlanta Falcons. It is Schwartz. Had a name on top of the box. For those that keep track of stupid stuff like that, you might be able to guess who it is. Atlanta. And this one was Bill. Bill asked, hey, Bill's assisted you a few times, Greg. Now you just assisted him. A little bit of payback there. Schwartz, Atlanta on the throwback. The old Schwartz sticker. And There's some scripts without seeing the name. 5-time Pro Bowl, MVP. I can't read that. 743 receptions, 10,205 yards, 80-something, 84 TDs. That is the Bad Moon. Andre Rison. Bad Moon Rising with extra scripts. I love this helmet. Fill up the first portion with a bunch of ink. That's cool. Rison was a Packer. Learned he was a Chief a year or two ago. Somewhere else too. I can't remember. Packer, Chief, Falcon. Was there one more team? Bill, nice hit. Andre Rison scripted on the throwback. I like that one. Give us some Wonka. Come on. 192. Series 39. Bill says thanks. Sure it does. 0. Have we ever gone full 7 helmets without any Wonka? I'm calling collusion. I don't know on who, but I'll have to get with my packing manager. See, anything goes wrong, I'll just blame it on someone else. The packing manager, the shipping manager, the consumer affairs. Those guys are all the ones that have caused the problems. See a style. I don't see the signature under the logo. I see a team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Charger on a lunar eclipse. I know we have one newcomer lunar eclipse that I just packed. This might be it. I got another lunar eclipse though. Chargers in this one was, did I already say it? Brian. I don't think I said it. Gates LT, great guesses. The one I'm thinking of that I bought from one of you guys that got put in the series that was a lunar that's fresh in my mind was not one of those two. Is this the one? I'm scared to look at it now. You say because you said every Charger. Okay, Brian, let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. Farts is a good guess again. I know what we're looking for. It's not Herbie. And then what happens, I claim the Chargers and Brad's. I don't even know there's a Herbie in there, and I hit Herbie. It was probably brand new, too. Brad's thinking, what the heck? How does Al keep hitting Herbie? And Brian's hit 45 Chargers and no Herbie. Maybe one Herbie, I don't know. That is Rodney Harrison. I usually think of him with the Patriots. This is him with the Chargers. Lunar Eclipse, Rodney Harrison, defensive back. I love that one. Analyst as well. I'll have to add those in. I haven't been thinking of them, but congrats, you three. We had Lawrence Taylor, Andre Rison, Rodney Harrison. Let's do a Racky one. No extremely hard auto there, but some fun helmets. Harvey, Manziel, Jonathan Taylor, Gronkowski, LT, Rison, Harrison. Okay. All right. Okay, we're doing our Racky, and then we're going to do some licensed jerseys. Let me update the post here, though. NFC East, I think I already did that one, right? 8. NFC South. Oh, God. AFC West, is that you guys? It's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are the 2. You got to do something here. Racky's got to be. There's got to be one of these. Okay, let me share my screen, which I already am. And let's top chat, live chat it, and see where we're at. Again, license coming up next. Jerseys. Rams, Greg, gotcha. Indy is Brad. San Francisco, Jonathan. Cincy, number 4 for Brant with Selling Random. Gotcha, Brant. Hover over Detroit for Brian. Detroit, Chicago for Dave. Dallas is number 6 for Jason with a random up. Gotcha, Jason. New England is number 7 for Greg. Number 8 is Cincy is gone. Sorry, Brad. Number 8 is Washington for David. Number 9 is Tampa Bay for Dustin. Number 11, Dallas is gone, Greg. Sorry. 11 is Pittsburgh for David. 12, Brad just behind on Pittsburgh. 12, Philly for Jonathan. Detroit is for Bill. That one was gone. Sorry. Green Bay is number 13 for Jonathan. Minnesota for Bill, 14 is a good claim. Okay, I think we're caught up here. Let me top chat, live chat it. Okay, we are caught up with 2 claims left, unless I under or over claimed it. 14 is correct. 2 main claims left, and then 1, 2 randoms available for 18. Brent has 1, Jason has 1. Oh boy. KC for Bill, okay. 15. Gotcha. Okay, 1 spot left to close us. 2 randoms available for 18. So if you want to jump in for half price, you can grab a random. You'll get assigned whoever lands in these spots here. Those are 18 apiece. Oh. One left. There's 2 claims. First one I see is Giants for Brian. That closes us. Zach just behind on Buffalo. There are 2 randoms if you want either. Buffalo will be a random. But 16 Giants closes us up. Tongue twister. Try saying that a few times fast. Closes us up. I'll give it a second here before I run randoms, but we have 2 solos available. Spot 4, spot 6, Brant, and then Jason. $18 a piece. Colts and Jets giving us the 2 there. That's it. Okay, 30 seconds on the randoms, and then I'll just run. Who's tagging me in 18 posts? What is this person? Okay, I'm going to run the randoms. Jason, Brant, if you guys get... Whoa, look at this. 4-4. What did I do? Did I overbook us? It says 16. What number did I skip? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what I skipped. If it's in order, I'm just going to leave it where it's at because it's fine. Was it Brant and then Brian, Cincy, and then Detroit? Cincy, Brant, Brian, Detroit. We're good. They're the wrong numbers, but then Chicago, then Dallas, then New England, then Washington, and then Tampa, and then Pittsburgh. Okay, we're fine. I know they're the same number, but they're in the right order. This is in spot 4. This is in spot 5, all the way down. We could renumber them, but we're going to leave them where they're at. Okay, let's get randoms. You guys can let me know if you want to sell those that already had them for sale, or anybody for that matter. 7 times to get our randoms. And now this says 15 randoms. What did I do? Did I not copy the full list? Al, you freaking copied through Seattle. Hold on, guys. One of those days, I guess. 7 times. Let's try that again. 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Tennessee on top, New Orleans on bottom. Okay. Just so you know, Brant, you have Miami. Jason, you have Chargers. If you guys are selling, let me know. Spot 4 and 7 to be accurate, but still. Greg, Rams in Tennessee. Brad, Indy and Arizona. Jonathan R, San Francisco, Carolina. Brant, Cincy and Miami. Brian, Detroit, Seattle. David L, Chicago, Atlanta. Jason T, Dallas and the Chargers. Greg, New England, Baltimore. David, Washington, Vegas. Dustin, Tampa, Houston. David L, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. Jonathan R, Philly and Cleveland. Green Bay and Denver. Bill S, you have Minnesota and the Jets. Bill S, Kansas City and Buffalo. And Brian, Giants and New Orleans. Chargers are up for sale if anybody's interested in them for 18. And then Brant, let me know on Miami. I'm going to get us a box number while we're hanging out here. Did we open box 1? We did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brant will keep Miami. Okay, Chargers are up for sale for 18 if anybody wants the Chargers. Let's go here. Let's share this tab. I want to see a Chargers retro, man. That's like the number one I want. I think that shield logo is so cool looking. Packers retro looks really cool too. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 10. Box 10 it is. Go back over here. Box 10 is over here. Okay. 10 for love. Book it. That'd be cool. I just want to see a Packers retro. Okay, here we go. Did the Raiders do one? That's the question. I don't think they did. I don't remember seeing one. I posted that picture. Hold on. No, I shouldn't do that right now. Waste your time. But once my mind has something set, I can't. Dustin has Houston for sale for 18 as well. If anybody's interested in Houston. Where's that post I made? Retro, 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 retro. You dang thing. It's not even there. That post just like disappears, nowhere to be found. Whatever. Yeah, they don't have a ton. Last call on Houston and the Chargers before I open this. It's a little high today, isn't it? Just a little. And I just spun that. It kind of ripped this open. It's just right there at the seam. Okay, I don't see anyone jumping on Houston or Chargers. So we'll get it rolling. Box 10. We have a Jordan Love guess in box 10. Isn't Justin Herbert number 10 too? Who else is number 10? Talking about Chargers being for sale. Who else is number 10? I never copied the jersey. Hold on. Really quickly. There it is. Copy. Paste. Okay. Well, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Gosh. You can see that through there. Dodged a bullet there. Doesn't that stress you out even more knowing that you had a name on out there? You buy Houston, said John. I have to go look at the timestamp to see if that was before I opened it. Texans and authentic. Remember, last double case we actually had 7 authentics, so keep that in mind too. We are authentic having to start this case. Texans, man, I don't know. I don't have a good guess on this. I have one fun guess, I guess. I'm going to guess David Montgomery. He did a signing, but I want to say it was like right around when we ordered these. As a Texan, would be cool to see David Montgomery on Eclipse Authentic, but this Eclipse kind of feels like this could be someone else. Here we go. Authentic Eclipse and Houston. We already know Dustin. We're offering them and just making sure. Spot 9. 3, 2, 1. It's not David Montgomery. I was kind of hoping to see a new name there. I also was thinking of Azeez Al-Shire, whatever his name is. He's done some signings, some cool stuff. But it's not. We're going tight end here. We're going local kid. It's not OBK. I couldn't find it. I assumed they weren't, but then I started questioning myself. Someone's got to know the answer to why they don't do that. I'm sure it's just ownership, but that's kind of strange. Dalton Schultz is correct. One of my favorite tight ends. Eclipse Authentic going to Dustin. Dustin, nice hit. I was hoping for JJ, but JJ doesn't really feel. This didn't feel like a JJ. Schultz Authentic going to Dustin for Houston. It is time for licensed jerseys. Final break of the night. There that is. Let's get this going up here. And I'm going to share my, so I already did share my screen. Let's start keeping track. Top chat, live chat. Okay, OV Jonathan, that's for, I think you're claiming for Larry, correct? Emmett, spot 2 for Greg. Spot 3 is Patty Kane, not Patrick Laine, for Nick. Spot 4, Obi just gone, Kane just gone. Sorry, guys. Spot 4 is Brett Favre. 4. Lost my place. James. Spot 5 is Garnett for Zach. Obi for Larry, Craig, Larry. Perfect. Okay. Spot 5, Garnett for Zach. We're going to have some open spots here, so we'll hang out while this gets filled up. Spot 6 is Ripken for Mark. If anybody wants randoms unseen, you can buy each random for $10. Mark has 2 available. Curry, spot 7, which is also for Larry. This is really starting to piss me off, these stupid little things. Obi's gone. Saquon, spot 8. For Greg, got you, Greg. Spot 9 is Hughes. Quinners. For Brian. Spot 10 is Henry. Henry. 11 is McKinnon. Nate Dogg. He took a puck to the face the other day. The third period started yet? Jason got you, McKinnon. 12, Aho. Sebastian Aho. 4. See, it disappeared unless I hover. Is that Brian? It is Brian. 13, Ovi, Curry. 13 is Francis. For Brian. 14 is Cup for Dustin. Cooper Cup. Okay, we are 6 away. I'm gonna, well, yeah, I'll leave them over here. 6 away. I'll start showing some pictures here in a second. I'm gonna grab one more drink though, because this one's out. I finished my water. 6 spots to close this. We will do a 3-boxer tomorrow as well for the weekend. Wait. Dustin taking, I have to hover over that to see if that did that on its own. Joker. Gotcha. That's spot 15, right? Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to show pictures. We're down to 5 spots left to close this. These neato things, man. People buying into these. I guess they're cool. Here is our current Big Al's licensed jersey series list. Chad taking Rodman. That leaves us with 4, right? 4 spots left. I'll read players that are available. I'll skip the ones that have been claimed. Pat Surtain, Joe Thornton, Brett Hull, both gone. Grant Hill and Chris Bryant. Did Warner get claimed? I'm not sure. Kurt Warner, Teemu Selanne on the Jets. Chipper Jones and Sergei Bobrovsky. Pete Alonso and Isaiah Thomas. My 19-year-old daughter is obsessed with those neatos. Yeah, they're extremely popular. My wife found some a long time ago, and when her drill team, her students were saying they were cool, so she bought some for the kids. I have this big square one upstairs. When I'm watching TV, I sit there and bend it and shape it and stuff. They're cool, but I can't believe people stand up outside of buildings at 4 a.m. for them like it's the new Xbox. But they're cool. They're different. Alonzo, Thomas, Paul Pierce, Svechnikov, Brian Thomas Jr. 4 left again, guys. Victor Hedman, Alex Caruso, Dan Marino, Patrick Laine, Felix Hernandez, Matthew Golden, both gone. Jose Canseco, Mikko Rantanen, and Ace Bailey. There's a little silent auction tonight for my wife's thing, not for her drill team, or something else for the neighborhood, and they're asking for donations, and I gave a Jazz jersey, some Ute mini helmets, a hockey jersey from the Mammoth. I said, take it before I change my mind, and she took it and auctioned them off. Luis Suarez, MJD. I have enough items, I guess. Gone. Drew Bledsoe. Hit already. Matt Sundin. Dikembe Mutombo. Jordan Alvarez. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Warren Moon. Chris Chelios. Max Scherzer. Sammy Sosa. Tim Brown. Both gone. JSN and Malone hit on Monday, so JSN. Theo Fleury. Andre Johnson. Penny Hardaway. Troy Polamalu. Andre Dawson. John Starks. Malik Neighbors and Bertie Nichols. Jackson Churio. That's it. Okay, we're 4 away. I'm going to close this. I'm going to go over here. We had Rodman that I didn't type yet. Jokic, and then Dennis Rodman is 16. Okay, 4 away, guys, and then we'll roll this, and this will be what we end on tonight. If we need to, we can go 19 spots and have 5 randoms. We've talked about that before, but we'll hang out here for a second. 4 away to close this one. I like this flavor. What is this one? Peach Vibe. Oh boy. Let's check in on the game, see if my works for once here. End of the second, 3-1. Okay. How about NBA? Cavs Pistons. Close game. Series tied 2-2. Cavs weren't they down 0-2? Would this be 3 straight if they won this one? So Donovan Mitchell had a game last game. Who cares about Donovan Mitchell? No one in Utah. We are very close. Just 4 away, 16 claimed, 4 remain on this one, guys. Oh. Those are the availables. So let's do this. Let's do 3 left instead of 4, just since we're slowing down here. We'll end up having 5 solos at $10 a piece. See if I can get the majority of those claimed. But I'll read the names here that are left again, just in case anyone missed pictures. 3 left to close this. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Andre Johnson, Brian Thomas, Dan the Man, Drew Bledsoe, JSN, Justin Jefferson, Kurt Warner, Malik Neighbors, Matthew Golden, MJD, Patrick Surtain, Tim Brown, Troy Polamalu, Warren Moon, Andrei Svechnikov, Bernie Nichols, Brett Hull, Chris Chelios, Joe Thornton, Matt Sundin, Mikko Rantanen, Patrick Laine, Sergei Bobrovsky, Timu Solani, Theo Fleury, Victor Hedman, Ace Bailey, Alex Caruso, Dikembe Mutombo, Grant Hill, Isaiah Thomas, John Starks, Paul Pierce, Penny Hardaway, Andre Dawson, Chipper Jones, King Felix, Jackson Churio, Jose Canseco, Chris Bryant, Max Scherzer, Pete Alonso, Sammy Sosa, Yordan Alvarez, and Luis Suarez. 3 will close us. If you've already claimed, don't overdo it. We're fine to hang out here for a second. See if anyone else stops in. We're just a little over the time is all. I don't think I like this singer. I don't think I like Zach Bryan. Well, there goes the third period starting now, huh? I'll watch the last 10 minutes. We're close, guys. I don't want to shut it down with just 3 spots left, so we'll keep it open here for a little bit longer. Zach Snagamarino. Thanks, Zach. 2 away. Two away with 5 solos after the next 2 are claimed. So we're getting there. Then I'll give you guys time to trade as well if you'd like. See, that thing says that has a Chinese symbol and then it says cell phone. I'm trying to think what would be the thing for cell phone before I cheat and look at it. Cell phone. Timu, Solani, Bob, Line, Miko, Sundin. Julius Holt. It's got to be one of those, but Solani, cell phone. Anybody here speak Finnish? Solani in Finnish. Okay, we're 1 away. It just says it's a Finnish surname. Why did it translate it to cell phone? For those that are watching, does anybody know, does Timu have a nickname? 18 Solani. Gotcha, Brian. Okay, 1 spot left, and we'll have 5 solos after that. Is he the Finnish Flash? Timu Solani nickname. I literally just made that up, and that's his name. The Finnish Flash. I was thinking of 2 F words. I promise you, maybe I knew that in the back of my brain from who knows how long ago. But I literally just made that up right now. That's got to be something that I had like stored in the back of this tiny brain of mine. Legendary. Mikey. What's up, man? It is Wednesday. It is your birthday. It's not your birthday, but that's what it sounded like. It is my birthday. How's your day, Mikey? Okay, just 1 spot left to close us. I'm going to assume that I just had that information in the back of my head. The Finnish. I was going to say the Finnish finisher, but that didn't sound right. So then I changed it to Finnish Flash. The flashy Finn. It is your wife's birthday, is it really? Happy birthday, Obi's wife. 27, 28, right? Shut up, Michael. She said thanks. I don't have like a cool like flashing lights and camera and microphone, all right? We're almost there, guys. 1 spot will close us, and then we'll have 5 solos. I don't want to run it now and have 8 solos. One spot left. And then we ride at dawn. We will do Fire Factory tomorrow. We will do licensed jerseys. I've got flag football playoffs on Saturday afternoon, so hopefully we can run it Friday or Saturday. Don't know if I'm supposed to do anything else. I just know I'm alone throughout the weekend with the kids. Yeah. Just one final spot. Football on Saturday too, Chad. Are you announcing something or family playing the game? I just got my son's 7-year-old flag football. Greg taking Palomalo to close this. Thanks, Greg. He's saying, all right, that's enough waiting around. Gotcha, Greg. Okay, let's run randoms. We're gonna have 5 solos, guys, so there'll be a little bit of work to do on those. But let's get rolling. So 43. Palomalo's in the A gap. Announcing the indoor football. Oh, that's cool. Okay. 19, that's 38, 43, so 5 randoms. That is correct. Let's go here. Final 5 names, I'll read them off, will be $10 solos. There's 1, 2, 3. Oops, I hit it. There it goes. 4, 5. McAfee. 6 and 7. Solos are Tim Brown, Felix Hernandez, Sammy Sosa, John Starks, and Kurt Warner. A couple different sports there. Let's share it. Okay. Tim Brown going to Greg. Brown just behind Chad, unless there's another Brown. There's not. Sosa. The first Sosa I see is James. And then Warner going to Greg. If you ever get bored, go watch Pat talking about We're Kicking It. Maybe I know that. I'll have to go look at that. You know what's cracking me up today that's just has nothing to do with sports? Have you guys seen this stupid skit called Long-Haired Businessman, where it's Will Ferrell and some other of those funny guys that show up for Zoom meetings? They all have long hair and they just say stupid like business quotes that just makes me laugh. Starks, Zach. Gotcha. By Canseco, Thornton, Starks. Just a little bit behind on Starks, Chad. Felix Hernandez. King Felix is the last solo. But let me go up and I'm going to read who has who first, then I'll come read these. Larry, you've got Ovechkin, Moon, and Bledsoe. Greg, Emmett Smith, Brian Thomas, and Churio. Nick F has Kane, Fleury, and Sundin. James, Favre, Chipper, and Neighbors. I wasn't paying attention. No. Yes. Nick has a credit there. Nick. Right. Kane, Fleury, Sundin. James, Favre, Chipper Jones, Blink Neighbors. Zach, you have Garnett, Andre Johnson, Paul Pierce. Mark, you have Cal Ripken, Chris Bryant, and Mikko Rantanen. Larry V, you have Curry, Penny Hardaway, and Andrei Svechnikov. Greg, Barkley, Golden, and Ace Bailey. Brian, you have Quinn Hughes, Scherzer, and Line. Greg, Henry, Grant Hill, and Bobrovsky. Jason T, McKinnon, JSN, Jose Canseco. Brian W, you have Aho, MJD, Alonzo, Francis, Mutombo, and Sertan. Dustin, you have Cup, Suarez, and St. Brown, Jokic, Nichols, and Caruso. Chad, Rodman, Thornton, and Thomas. Zach Marino, Jordan Alvarez, Victor Hedman. Brian W, you have Solani, Andre Dawson, Justin Jefferson. Greg, you have Palomalo, Brett Holt, and Chris Chelios. Greg, you also had Tim Brown and Kurt Warner. Zach, you had John Starks, and James, you had Sammy Sosa. Okay, let me see where we're at here. JSN and Canseco up for trade. Bill B says he'd buy Canseco if you want to sell. Thornton for sale, Chad. Says Nick Starks. Larry V, buy Moon from you. So Larry's not here. He had Jonathan claim for him. It's hard to say. He would probably sell Moon. I could let the claimer do that for him if he wants to take responsibility, Jonathan. I'd hate to be the one that do it, and then I don't want to be the one that's in trouble. I want you to be in trouble, is what I'm saying. Okay. Starks by Canseco, Thornton for sale, Larry V by Moon, Starks. I'll trade Thornton, says Chad. Was there a trade offer that was just for sale? Sundin or Fleury for Thornton? Fleury. Okay, thanks. Okay, so it was Theo Fleury trade, and this is Joe Thornton trade. Okay. All basketball and baseball trade for football. Greg, you have baseball Churio. If Bill was here, he'd buy Churio from you. But so would other people's as well. Oh, there's already trade for it. Perfect. Neighbors for Churio. Yes, you can have Churio. Thanks, Greg. Okay. There's one. Malik Neighbors trade. And Jackson Churio trade. Okay. What else did you have, Greg, for? So that's football. Football. Basketball's up. Grant Hill. Those two are the ones that are up. And then hockey down there. Okay. Caruso, Bernie, and Suarez for trade. Perfect. Caruso, Bernie, Suarez are up for trade. Okay, I think I'm caught up for now, but I want to give you guys time to go through it. King Felix still available on the Mariners for $10 as well. Nick, you had the $3 credit. Just responding to someone here quick, guys. Giving you time to look through one more time. Bailey, Hill, Suarez, Nichols, Caruso are up for trade or sell, I believe. Looks like we're caught up through there. Amon Ra for Patrick Surtain. Brian is the trade offer. JSN for St. Brown is the other offer, Dustin. Deal? Okay. So Nixon the Surtain deal. JSN trade. Where was that, Jason? Where are you? St. Brown trade. Okay, final call on Ace Bailey, Grant Hill, Luis Suarez, Bernie Nichols, Alex Caruso, and Felix Hernandez. I'm going to roll the bingo balls now. And then if there's any more trades or sells, we'll deal with that. I'll take Nichols from you for PS2. Nichols, Surtain, does that work, Dustin? I'm assuming it does. Bernie, Nichols, Dill, thanks. Okay, I'm already doing it, but I wanted to make sure you said yes. Okay, let's shake this up. Let's get 2 numbers. I'll leave the page up just in case you guys want to trade more. 1, 2. Hopefully that went through. That guy's waiting on me, which is not what I want. 138, 138. And if you can see it, 196, 196. Hopefully I did the right amount, and I just put that on the wrong side. 138. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you go? There it is, 138 and 196. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab that. I'll leave this up just in case there's any more trades. Hernandez is the final solo still available. If it goes unsold, no big deal. Oh, then I'm going to sign off. My son was already hiding down here. Usually he comes and tells me. He's hanging out. 138, 196, 196, 138. No other chat, so it looks like Felix will go unsold. Suarez, Caruso, Hill, and Bailey will stay where they're at as well. No purchases tonight. Unless I missed one. Hopefully I didn't, but we have some trades. Okay, let's roll. Here comes the allergies. Again, guys, we'll do Fire Factory tomorrow, licensed jerseys as well. At some point, I may change the start time for those drops to earlier in the day, but I try to do it later so that people are working. They're not, huge behind. Okay, 138, 196. Good luck. I stopped keeping track, which is stupid of me. AFC South is your division, right? Is it 3, 3, 4, 1, 6, 10, 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I want to say you're just down 1 to NFC East, NFC South. 4, 3, 3, 1. You're one of the threes. You got a shot. You got a shot. I think every single pair has at least 2 in there, so you could win, tie, lose. Yep. Okay. I know this one. 138. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there's the auto staring at me. This is his old number. He changed his numbers before he even started playing, right? Maybe. I kind of wish he wore this number. I thought that was a cool number for receiver. Number 22. He's now number 0, I believe. That is Matthew Golden. I'm hoping for him to have a big year this year, breakout year. I don't feel like we utilized him as much as we could have, but maybe he was still a little behind as well. Back to certified Matthew Golden, Green Bay Packers. Nike, that is football, but you guys are on the AFC side, and that's the NFC side. That one doesn't hurt you because that was the farthest back division. 4-3-3-2. Still got a chance to tie it. Let's find out who had Golden. No one claimed him, so scroll down. There it is. It's a first random on spot 8 on the Saquon Barkley spot. Greg hitting Matthew Golden, receiver from the Green Bay Packers. Matthew Golden. I see a little bit of something, but I don't. Where is that? It's right there. See on the screen, but I couldn't see a person. Matthew Golden, Green Bay. Extra large. Little ice cube. Snowflake. Nike. Great hit. Nice hit, Greg. Matthew Golden. If that's not your style, you know someone you might be able to use that for trade bait for. You know multiple people. A long jersey. I said, Greg. Congrats. Matthew Golden. That one might be one of the older ones, too. It's kind of a quiet. It doesn't get claimed a ton, so there's not as much attention to it. Or it doesn't ever get claimed. Maybe it started did. That one might be one of the older ones. I think it's one of the older pictures. That doesn't mean like pick stitches, but those get changed around when stuff hits next to them. 196. See the color. Not coming to my brain. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now I know. 7 and 7. Great jersey there. He took time away, right? I don't think he played this postseason. Maybe he did. East Coast certification on this one. That is Victor Hedman, 6'7", or however tall he is. You go watch a game with him in person, and it makes you notice his height. It's weird. He does not look like he belongs on ice. Great defenseman for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I guess I could see who has him. That one wasn't claimed either. Those were our 2 most claimed sports, football and hockey. They usually are, but not claimed jerseys. Victor Hedman. Don't see him there. Let's go back up. There it is. Spot 17. That is Zach on your Reno claim. Jordan Alvarez, Victor Hedman. Lightning Adidas. Victor. He is from not Finland. He's a different one. Is he Sweden? Was he on Team Sweden? Sweden, Finland. I think it's Sweden. Next says Sweden. Okay. Victor Hedman, East Coast certification there. A patch, Adidas Pro. That's a cool jersey. Actually have a few other Hedmans, but don't think we'll see him for a while. Zach, nice hit. Beautiful jersey. I don't think you usually claim hockey, usually after basketball or football. But never bad to hit. A nice Victor Hedman as a random. I've got a few Hedmans in my PC. Okay, congrats you two. Sorry to those that didn't hit. Golden and Hedman to start to end Big Al's. The other Big Al's items today were R.J. Harvey, Jonathan Taylor, Johnny Manziel, Rob Gronkowski, Lawrence Taylor, Andre Rison on the scripted helmet, Rodney Harrison, non-Big Al's, Bijan Robinson, Dalton Schultz. That was hockey, so you guys didn't tie. You lost by 1. I'm sorry. Other non-Big Al's, Justin Fields, Jordan Addison from Gold Rush Minis, Kyle Tucker on the baseball, not the other name that I thought maybe. Hockey jerseys from East Coast were Adrian Kempe and Phil Esposito. Both cool names there. I think that's everything we did today, unless I'm forgetting something. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you're jumping in tomorrow, good luck tomorrow with Fire Factory and Big Al's licensed jerseys. If your luck's in the dump, hopefully it changes. I had a nice double up with Daryl the other day after not doing great in the hockey stuff, so that felt good. I'm on a little bit of a mini heater with Brad too, so I can't complain right now. Anyways, appreciate you guys hanging out. If anything's staying in the corner, let me know and I'll get it posted by tomorrow. And then we'll see you for the weekend if you're around for that. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks. I know it's not weekend yet, but week and then weekend. See ya.